Imagine for a moment, you find a way to save just 2 minutes from your daily routine, and it adds up. But it sounds trivial. Yet, when repeated every workday, it carves out over 10 hours across a year. And this is the quiet power of a marginal gain. But it isn't a dramatic transformation overnight, because many small improvements, combined, lead to remarkable results. So tiny wins stack until their impact is impossible to ignore. Then, break down any process, task, or system into its smallest parts, and then improve each piece by a tiny fraction, perhaps just 1%. So the goal isn't a sudden leap, but a steady incremental climb, and small steps become momentum over time.
This concept was applied in professional cycling, and it worked. Sir Dave Brailsford focused on relentless detail because it mattered. He targeted training regimens and aerodynamics, and every factor that could influence performance, because nothing was too small. And they optimized saddle ergonomics. They found the ideal massage gel for recovery too, and they determined the best pillow for restorative sleep. They even painted the inside of the team truck white so they could spot dust. But each change alone was minuscule, yet aggregated, hundreds of tiny improvements were staggering. So British cycling went from mediocrity to dominating, Tour de France titles, and Olympic gold medals too. And together, countless 1% gains prove small, consistent efforts can yield monumental victories.
The reason the 1% approach works lies in two principles, and compounding and stacking. Because small wins compound over time, like interest. A single 1% is easy to dismiss, but repetition makes the effect exponential, so it matters. Improve 1% weekly for 10 weeks, and you're about 10% better, so no grand overhaul. And gains also stack across teams. One small fix creates second and third gains downstream. So better lead quality sharpens targeting, clarifies feedback, improves features, and reduces tickets. It's not about perfectionism, more rules, or micromanaging. Instead, it's the opposite. Remove friction, and make the right thing the easy thing. And if a change adds complexity, approvals, or extra effort, it's not a gain, it's a step backward.
For marginal gains to stick, leaders must create psychological safety, and mean it. Thank people for surfacing friction, and separate the person from the process. And use language like, "What got in the way?" and "What's one small change to prevent this?" Because blameless communication is the lubricant of improvement. Start with a baseline and then pick a few key metrics. Cycle time, first pass quality, and customer response time. If a metric doesn't inform a decision, then drop it. And watch for hidden costs, burnout, falling quality, or gaming the numbers. So slow the pace when needed and aim for sustainable progress, not performance theater.
Begin harvesting marginal gains this week with a focused experiment, and keep it simple. So what is one small thing that consistently causes friction? Then choose one contained target, like a daily report or task assignment. Map the current steps, because visualizing reveals the bottleneck. And brainstorm one tiny fix. Pre-populate a field, or remove a redundant approval. Then run a 2-week test and announce the experiment. And track one metric, like time to complete, and one counter metric, like errors or team sentiment. At 2 weeks, review the data. Did it help, and any side effects? If it worked, adopt it. If not, drop it and keep the learning. Then repeat and keep going. And small wins, repeated, become a system.